Alaskan wilderness.
There!
One of the toughest competitions in the world is underway. 4 teams of rugged outdoorsmen surviving off the land.
I think you got him.
With just the gear in their packs. Each leg only 60 hours to make it from start to finish.
Holy cow.
Or they're sent home. 11 legs, 4 teams, 1 winner. On this episode,
We can still beat him.
with 1 team down,
You might want to go around.
the ante is up.
Look at this.
As the competitors scale an ice-capped mountain and put their lives on the line.
Look out!
Leg 4. The 3 remaining teams, Endurance, Mountaineers, and Military, head out on the barren Triumvirate Glacier. The Military team, Grady, Jared, and Rudy, are riding high after their second win of the competition.
Military team wins again. Military team reigns supreme. I think that we're number 1. This is all us.
Firing on all cylinders, the former Special Ops men are dominating the race.
Think we're head up there?
From here, the teams will trek 30 miles up and over the granite-faced and snow-covered Tordrillo Mountains to reach the LZ on the banks of Frustration Lake. But making it to the extraction is far from guaranteed. On the last leg, an injury forced the woodsman to drop out of the competition. And now the field is down to just 3 teams.
That is gnarly.
Yeah, I'm not all about going up that, man.
Yeah, I don't want to climb that.
We can't get too cocky, we can't get confident and get complacent because the woodsmen, they won the second one and now they're gone. And this could happen to anybody any single day. So we're trying to take it step by step, day by day, and make sure we make it to the next adventure.
Maybe be faster just to walk around.
Yeah, just go all the way up, trace the glacier.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, well, it looks like they're going straight up.
Yeah,
Makes
they're
sense they're trying
chomping
to
at the
cut a lot of distance out, but I think slow and steady.
I agree.
We're looking at the terrain. We're seeing the Mountaineers just going straight for the rock face, up and over. There's a lot more danger. We're not so much comfortable with it. We're just going to do what we know.
I agree.
Do it.
From here.
The Military will stick to the lower elevations. It's a strategy that takes them on a longer route, but avoids the steep and treacherous rock climb over the mountain.
Hear that?
But a few miles in, they're faced with an obstacle of mammoth proportions.
Oh, man, look at this.
God damn it.
We got to scout out somewhere to cross. We're faced with a 200-foot wide, 250-foot deep canyon that we can't pass. I didn't think it was this steep. Check it out. We might have found our golden ticket.
To make difficult crossings, mountain climbers in Alaska are known to rig a rope system called a Tyrolean traverse.
Thank God some mountaineers must have come and set this thing up and left it for themselves to use at a later date.
But there's no way to know how long this one has been in place, or how safe it is to cross.
Before we put a person on this thing, we gotta test it. Fill it back up with rocks, send it out on a rope, pull it back in. Let's do it.
We knew we had to use this thing, so we packed up Rudy's bag with about 300 pounds of rocks because myself with my pack and Jerry with his pack at about 300 pounds. 1, 2, 3.
We bounced it around. It looked solid. We didn't hear any creaking. As a team, we said, okay, it's worth it. We take the risk. All right, here we go, Jets.
All right, man.
Get it, bud.
You got it.
Using his climbing rig, Rudy hooks into the dual rope system. A primary line on top and a second backup line on the bottom for safety.
Work, please. Holy moly, man. Oh, man.
close.
Oh, Jesus.
Hey, bro, I'll see you on the other side, man.
Oh, God.
You got it, buddy.
As Grady safely reaches the other side of the canyon,
Hey, is that the military guys up ahead?
No.
the endurance athletes, Dallas, Sean, and Eddie, are hot on their rival's tail.
Whoa!
Dude, there's a cable
Yeah.
across there or something.
Holy crap, are they crossing that? I thought we were done with heights. Well, it's either going that way or going all the way back up and around. That's not an option.
I think we're a little more focused on the military team and beating them than anybody else, and partially because going this long without a win is beginning to get a little bit frustrating, and they're good. But, you know, it's probably not going to be long until these roles are going to reverse.
We gotta go, man. We gotta go.
As the endurance team scrambles to catch the military, halfway up a 3,000-foot mountain,
Watch for any big rocks.
the mountaineers, Marty, Tyler, and Thomas, are counting on their rock climbing experience to bring home their first win.
Unless you're the lead dog, the view never changes. We don't like to lose. I mean, we're our call the Mountaineers, and it'd be embarrassing to, lose that to a couple boys from Kansas.
They'll attempt to climb straight up and over a treacherous peak, the most direct, but also the most dangerous route.
What do you think, Thomas?
I think it's doable.
Climbing, skiing, this is what we do. We're going to go directly up over this rock, and we're going to kill this one. I have a good feeling about it.
Before long, the team confronts their first big obstacle.
All right, guys. It's starting to get steep here. A lot of loose rock, man. We want to rope up?
Yep.
There's a lot of loose rock. When rock hits a person, it knocks them off a 2,000-foot cliff here. So we have to be safe, we have to be careful, and we have to look out for each other.
You guys ready?
Ready to rock, Marty?
We gotta make up some time.
All right, let's move.
Whoa.
Careful there.
Tyler, you all right, man?
Yeah. Gotta stay out of these gullies, man. Get the harder rock.
In second place, Dallas prepares to cross the Tyrolean Traverse, hundreds of feet above an icy river.
Holy cow.
Nice work!
Nothing to it!
I'm shaking.
When you get to that edge and you look down, there's definitely a momentary fear of heights, but once you decide to do something like this, you just gotta kind of let go and do it. This is when you get your adrenaline pumping. This is why we do this.
With Dallas safely across, now it's Sean's turn.
My heart's going right up my throat. Direct line up. Come on, man. You got it, Sean.
Holy crap. Wow.
Yeah, Sean. All right, buddy. Yeah. This thing is 200 feet across, and I'm looking down at a canyon that's 150 feet deep with some of the most raging white water I've ever seen in Alaska. And now it's my turn to get across. Come on, Eddie! Do not die. What the hell?
In the Tordrillo Mountains, the endurance athletes are attempting to cross a 200-foot wide canyon using a Tyrolean traverse.
Woo! Come on, Eddie! Do not die.
Eddie's rigging has broken off the primary line. He knows at any moment he could also break off the backup safety line.
Eddie, he jumps off. Boom! He drops like 30 feet right away.
The line finally actually starts to carry his weight, and he starts coming away from the wall. He's not on the bottom of the canyon dead, but we don't know what's going to happen next. He's hanging.
Hold on, Eddie!
Eddie, get your hands on the rope! Hand over hand!
Dude, we gotta get him a rope.
Right.
Hold on, Eddie!
Got the line! Flip it in!
Here we go, bud!
Get him up.
Hold on, Eddie, we got you, bud! We got you!
What the hell happened, man?
There's no better feeling in the expedition than seeing Eddie's face come over that rock. And he gets up there and he's alive. He's alive. Whoa.
Holy crap. I don't know what just happened. Still shaking.
Yeah, not surprised, bud. Come on. We thought Eddie was gone. We thought he was dead. And that's when you have to take a step back and reevaluate things and think about your survival. I got a son at home, and I want to see him again. You know, Eddie has 2 children. He wants to see them again.
Let's get out of here.
You ready?
Yeah, I think we've had enough of this one.
On the rocky peak, despite having climbed nearly 2,500 feet,
Holy cow.
the Mountaineers are in third place.
It's our island in the sky today. It is a flat spot that we are going to call home for the night.
It's nearly 10 p.m., but the Alaskan summer sun won't set for another 2 hours.
Looks like a cold rice and beans and enjoy the views, I guess.
Low on energy, they stop to refuel, each dipping into their meager 2-pound ration of rice and beans.
We all have to make sacrifices when we do great things.
Events like this, being out here, this is big time.
It's surreal. It's euphoric. It's personal. I've had my own close calls out here and should have been killed. But when it actually happens on your watch, it's from that second on, it's right there at all times.
What happened, Marty?
Well, the last time I climbed McKinley, I had an accident, if you will. A friend of mine died on the way back from the summit. I feel very responsible about that.
Well, don't want to get too sentimental about it, but, you know, today we can fly this flag for him.
I like that.
We're out here doing what we love in life. If we die out here, we die doing what we love, you know.
As day 1 comes to a close, all 3 teams make camp for the night.
We gotta make shelter.
Day 2. The first-place military team and second-place endurance athletes are poised to continue their low-elevation treks around the mountain, while the third-place mountaineers will resume their arduous climb straight up and over. With the break of daylight,
We're moving.
the first-place military team mobilizes quickly to maintain its lead.
Jared Grady, myself, we all come from a similar fabric of speed and intensity. And when the pedal needs to get pushed to the metal, we do the pushing. Hot day.
Yeah, guys.
Yeah.
In second place,
That looks like our valley, huh?
the endurance athletes are plotting a new strategy.
Go directly up, we can shoot around to the left.
Let's do it.
Directly up the face.
To get ahead of the military team, they'll gamble on a route over an icy mountain pass.
We have to identify why we're not winning. And we need to come together on the same page and work at the highest level of each of us, and then we'll be unstoppable.
Never quit.
In last place,
Wow, this is epic.
the mountaineers are scaling a 1,000-foot vertical sheet of jagged rock and loose granite.
Just watch your skis. Those skis will push you straight off, man.
Crazy. I mean, I've climbed a lot of rock. Thomas has. Marty's been on some serious mountains, but this stuff was unclimbed, untouched. That's daunting, man, because I'll tell you what, one wrong step and you're dead.
Although this grueling climb to the peak will be slow, the team plans to make up time on the descent.
The variables of things going wrong are anywhere in Alaska. But here, 1,000-foot near vertical exposure, this is a foreboding, intimidating, dangerous place.
Guys gonna spot me on this one. Keep it tight. Got it tight, man. All right.
To reach the crux, Tyler will free climb to the top.
Whoa. Woo! All right, a little bit of slack, man. A little bit. All right.
That was a good lead. That was good. Good job.
I think we got a good route. Oh,
How's it look from there?
we're gold, man. We're money.
Once safely on level ground, Tyler puts the others on belay, a technique that requires him to keep the connecting rope taut so he can catch his teammates if they fall.
All right, I'm gonna tug twice when I got you on belay. All right. All right. All right. Climb on. Climbing. Come on home. Come on home. Hop in the water. Water's fine.
Climbing!
How you doing, Marty?
This one's a little sketchier.
All right, we'll keep you tight. Keep it really tight. Marty!
As the mountaineers scale a rocky peak,
Marty! You okay, Marty? Yeah, Marty. That's it. Woo! Good job, Marty.
Reaching the top was the feeling was euphoric. It was priceless.
Right, guys.
That's a view. Room with a view.
Marty, Tyler, and I were in our element, and we just really made a great climb of it. So we raised the Alaskan flag, and we really represented, I think, the true spirit of why we're out here in the first place.
but still in last place, there's little time for celebration. The team will try to catch up on the descent. Up ahead,
Got some ice coming up, fellas.
in second place, the endurance team is taking a risky shortcut through an icy mountain pass.
As we kind of reached the top of the snow, we found a sheer ice wall.
Definitely don't want to fall down that stuff. Turn you into a hamburger.
This thing was probably 55, 60 degrees at the steeper points. I've never gone up that sort of an incline.
This is a nice level ground. It's probably a good time to put on some crampons. What do you think?
Yeah. Dallas, you ever do any ice climbing?
Not any real ice climbing, no. Spent a lot of time on ice, though.
You just don't want to fall.
As a team, I think we have more talent as far as traveling through the wilderness in Alaska than any of these teams. Our talents are so diversified. It gives us an edge in any environment. Don and Eddie both have a lot more experience than me up here. Let them, lead our way through this, because this is definitely their terrain more than it is mine.
If we go up diagonally, if one of us falls, we won't take the other guy out.
Yeah, that's definitely the key. We don't want to rope up at all in these conditions because I'm leaning, I fall off. That means the next person behind me is coming right with me. There's no way they're going to belay me. There's no way they're going to stop unless we have anchors, and we don't have that.
All right, Chief.
Let's go.
See you.
As a world record-holding mountain climber, Sean leads the way, surveying the ice for hazards.
All right, fellas, this looks pretty sketchy. You can hear that water underneath us.
Alaska is covered by nearly 30,000 square miles of glacial ice. But traversing its slick and unforgiving surface is a huge risk.
One step at a time, because that's how you survive.
Hopefully we can get there and without any injuries and no falls.
It's a long ways down and not a happy ending.
Meanwhile, the first-place military's pace slows to a crawl as they hit a snowy ridgeline.
We took a much longer route than the other teams. To us at the time, it all made complete sense. We looked at the terrain, we looked at the contour lines of the map. We think the other teams are absolutely nuts for going over the rock. I'm wondering, maybe the rock is actually more stable than the snow.
Dude, that sun is just loosening everything up.
The warm summer sun has loosened the snowpack, making travel more difficult. But that's the least of their concerns. Loose snow comes with a very serious danger: avalanche.
You guys want to take a break? I'm freezing cold. I'm soaking wet. The team's all exhausted. But our strategy with this one is to do what we always do. Just drive on. We just got to get up over the ridge, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we got to stick with it. That's what we got.
That's our plan.
Keep each one. We got to fall, guys. Pack it up. We got to go now.
Look down. Got belay.
Move.
Got belay.
Move. Out of nowhere, the course breaks off to the right side of our travel, and we know we are in a bad situation.
If that happened to us, we'd be entombed in this mountain forever.
Do not want to be on the underside of that.
All right, keep going.
We don't want to stay on this ridgeline any longer because the next one could come and we could be right in its path.
Moving! We need to get out of here!
Meanwhile,
Yeah, Tyler.
the third-place mountaineers are rapidly descending from the peak.
Get some.
Despite falling into last place, the team's making up time as it races down toward the LZ.
Looking good.
It's much faster going down, but descent is definitely more dangerous. Most accidents and deaths happen on the way down. A lot of stuff can go wrong out here. Coming out!
Good job, Marty.
Loose rock.
Stay on the solid stuff, man.
In Alaska's Tordrillo Mountains, the last-place mountaineers are charging toward the LZ.
Loose rock.
Stay on the solid stuff, man. You all right, Marty?
Yeah, that's a close one.
Dude, that whole thing just went down. All right, Marty?
There's rock everywhere strewn about rubble. I mean, it's really dangerous. You take one step on a rock that's loose, you're going to fall to your death.
Dude, that whole cliff just disappeared, man, when he stepped on it. That's freaking unbelievable. You almost died, dude.
Oh, man. Woo! Watch the rocks. I guess we've been saying it all day.
Up ahead,
Keep going, crushing it.
the endurance team's decision to cut through an icy mountain pass is paying off.
Check those rocks.
After conquering an ice wall, they're closing in on the military, who remain in first place, while the mountaineers trail behind in last.
Freaking awesome, guys.
In last place, the mountaineers are still high atop the mountain.
All right, let's go.
As they hike the ridgeline, they're desperate to make up lost time.
You guys, check this out. We got a rock pile here. See?
Oh, yeah.
Dude, that's rock stacked up to mark a trail. So we find this cairn, this stacked rock Maybe someone was marking a trail to a mine or something. Check it out, dude. 2 sets of skis, snowshoes, and an axe.
I mean, obviously, it's been there a long time. It's well weathered. I mean, the skis are old. Wow.
Unfortunately, we don't have any trees. Snowshoes.
Oh, no. Hey, they're made in the USA.
This could be a game changer. The obvious thing that popped in our heads was, hey, let's rig these skis and let's all 3 ski down off the top of this mountain.
Well, we all sold on using this stuff?
Dude,
We want to try to use it? Well,
we
let's
got skis,
let's
man.
get
It's
started.
like,
We got to make some time here.
Grab that little MacGyver toolbox.
blessing from heaven right here, man.
Couple straps, screws left over from mushing 101. We find this cache of skis. It's like, we know what to do with this.
Look what I found!
Up in another ice field behind the dog sled, we mounted Marty's boots to these skis.
It's working!
So we went to work.
I like it.
I think it's really close to working. We can ski down this mountain instead of walk it, we're gonna kill it.
All right. I'm ready to ski. You guys ready? I'm ready to rock.
Check that out, man.
Don't lose it over the mountain, man.
It took some MacGyver moment there. So we had 3 guys on 3 skis to go backcountry, serious Alaska, backcountry mountain skiing. That's beautiful! And they're pointed in the right direction.
Ow!
Farther down the mountain, the military hangs on to its first place lead despite taking the long route around the mountain peak.
It's got to get up over the ridge, right?
Mm-hmm. Up and over.
Smooth sailing.
Up and over.
We've been trekking hard. The team had been going really tough. Now we've finally gone over some of our big mounds, so I'm thinking we're in good position. It's soft and slick up here.
With just under 12 hours until extraction, the team's in prime position to add another victory to their belt.
We would love nothing more than to create a winning streak right here, which is just fueling the fire. We just got to keep pushing it. We got to push it harder and harder every day.
Hey, Grady, look ahead.
Hold up.
Right here.
We got to keep on moving, guys. We got to go.
Hey, man, we got to go.
That's it. We're ahead, we're ahead. That's good news, though. I like that part. I like it.
We got a steep downhill coming up.
Let's hit it.
Let's do it. We're cruising, man.
Let's go, man.
See you guys at the bottom. Get on it. Let's go. Go, go, go.
Drive on. Let's go.
Not let him beat us there.
In the Tordrillo Mountains,
See you guys at the bottom.
the military team's lead is in jeopardy.
Let's go, man.
Go, go, go.
Let's take them.
Not let him beat us. Go.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Freaking Marty.
Good job, guys. We got this.
Do it. We're still on a crevasse field, dude. Keep a vigilant eye. Just because it passes doesn't mean be stupid.
There's no way the military can catch us, man.
It was pretty obvious to us that they were taking the same path as us because there was one drainage that goes down to where we needed to go, and then it was all snow all the way down, and they were knee-deep in soft snow, and we were cruising on skis. We're mountaineers, man, and this is what we love to do. This is what we're good at. So put us in the mountains, we'll win every time.
Thanks to their lucky find, the Mountaineers have skied their way into first place.
Military boys aren't even in sight, man. Look at that.
We skied all the way down to the rocks. And we had an epic, once-in-a-lifetime ski run. And I will guarantee you, we're in first place.
All right, let's get these off and get going, man.
Yeah,
Come on,
let's
guys.
go.
After traveling for over 16 hours without rest, the Mountaineers look for a place to set camp.
Man, what an amazing ski run.
2 miles away, the third-place endurance athletes are fueling up for their final push to the finish.
There's a heck of a view out there, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah. I love mountain sunsets.
We've covered a lot of ground. I think we took a very smart route, and we hit it very aggressively. So I think it was clear that we should probably try to get a good night's sleep and it's better to be smart than have that fuel, the energy to make that strong push at the end.
I got some water here.
The team needs to consume as many calories as possible, and rice and beans won't cut it.
If you can stomach it, you can take a swig of my seal oil, and that'll give you some energy.
Native Alaskan Eddie Iacuk comes from a long line of Inupiat Eskimos. For thousands of years, his people have harvested seal oil for its rich fat content.
Ooh, that's some rich stuff, man.
It'll stoke the fire, that's for sure.
Woo! That thing is thick.
They take the fat from the seal and they ferment it, and this stuff is just packed with energy, vitamins, all sorts of calories. We use it for dipping fish, meat. It's kind of like our ketchup and mustard. My people have been using it for thousands of years. You know, we're hunter-gatherers, and for the most part, you know, we had to live off what was there, the land.
Sure.
And, you know, we've got a lot of respect for the land. I mean, that's what takes care of us.
One of the coolest things about Eddie bringing out the seal oil is not that it gives you lots of energy, but it lets Eddie talk about his history, his culture, and who he is. Again, a very valuable thing in a team setting to be looking at that stuff and to try to maximize our strengths.
Hey, thanks for the seal oil, man.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for the boost, man.
After a brutal slog through the snow, the second-place military team stops for some much-needed rest.
It's nighty-night time here in Alaska.
Dawn breaks on the final day of Leg 4. All three teams face a grueling and dangerous trek to the extraction point at Frustration Lake. The Mountaineers remain in first place, while less than a mile behind. The endurance and military teams are neck and neck in a fight to the finish.
Check it out. Frustration Lake.
With less than 2 hours to reach the LZ, the second-place military team finally lays eyes on Frustration Lake.
See if you can see the trapper's cache we were supposed to find from up here.
The extraction point is marked by an old trapper's cache somewhere along the banks of the lake.
We're still about, I doubt we're going to be able to pick it up. We don't know exactly where on Frustration this trapper's cache is. We don't know if it's on the right side of the canyon or on the left side of the canyon.
To spot the cache, Rudy uses the high-powered scope mounted on his AR-15.
Should be right on the edge of the lake.
I don't see anything on canyon left. Let's take a look at the canyon right. Is it? Nada.
Nothing?
No.
We might as well just attack the closest one first so we don't backtrack twice as much.
We have to make a decision, left or right. Fast way is to the right. And you know what? Time is something that we just can't afford to squander at this point. We've got to get down fast.
We gotta move.
As the clock counts down, all three teams are closing in on the LZ.
Hey, let's step it up.
Yeah, we'll make some time. That's Frustration Lake right there, guys.
Hey, there's the bay.
It makes sense that the cache should be on that side. This side is all glacier and cliffs. The cache has to be on that side.
Whoa.
Is that the Mountaineers ahead of us?
No.
That's his hat, man.
Dallas noticed the Mountaineers, and right then and there, we knew we had to get out of there.
We may be behind, but we're feeling good, and we're in a position to catch those guys. So here, it's a foot race.
We've made up ground, fellas. We'll get them.
Dude, I don't think we're in the right place.
Oh, man. Well, we're going to have to get across this water.
That's the trapper's cache right there.
Going around's not really enough, maybe.
Nope.
Take too much time.
All right. We decided we're just going to use our pack rafts, float across the other side. It's the fastest, most economical way to get across. You got that pump bag?
Yeah, inflator bag.
Hey, guys, we got 2 inflator bags. First one done. Give me yours.
We'll get done as soon as we can.
Yeah.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's the orange thing on the bank?
Endurance was behind us, so that's got to be military. They got a mile of open water between them and the LZ, and we're on land. Let's go. Let's go.
Do it.
Son of a bitch, dude. There's already a team over there.
We don't have time to blow up the third one. I'm gonna swim.
You can swim across this freaking glacier water?
Doesn't matter. The finish line is right there.
All right, roger that.
As a former Navy SEAL, Jared's executed numerous training missions in frigid waters. But a prolonged swim in this iceberg lake still poses a serious risk of hypothermia. To increase his speed, Jared modifies his snowshoes.
Making some makeshift ends with my snowshoe extensions and duct tape. I'm gonna have my rigger's belt on. If I hype out, grab it and drag me to the finish line.
This kid's ready to jump in the water, in this ice-cold glacier water with icebergs, and swim across.
Go from there to there.
With no time to spare, the mountaineer's only option is a dangerous sprint across the lake, jumping from iceberg to iceberg.
Hey, there's the Mountaineers! We can still beat them!
Next thing you know, we see the endurance team coming down off the ridge line.
Coming, guys, they're coming. Come on, Marty, let's go! Let's go!
You ready?
Yeah, right there.
What's that? It's gonna be a trippy one. There they come, right there. See them? Let's go! Go, guys, come on!
On Frustration Lake, all three teams are within striking distance of the Extraction LZ.
Coming, guys, they're coming. Come on, Marty, let's go! Let's go!
You ready?
Yeah, right there.
It's gonna be a trippy one. There they come, right there. See them? Guys, let's go!
Look back!
Do it! Let's go!
Keep it up, brother. Keep it up. Keep it up.
They're close. Hey, Marty! Whoa! They're coming. Go, guys, come on!
You got it, Jared.
BB's a steal.
Let's keep it hustling.
Zonzi's moving. He's not there. You're doing great, buddy.
Anybody there, Thomas? Nobody's here.
Almost there, bud.
Let's go, brother.
Woo! Yeah! Yeah! Nice job, buddy. Nice job. Way to finish it, man. I think we made it. They're coming right behind us. Photo finish.
Hey, we won this thing. I mean, it's been, I don't know how many expeditions, and we finally won one.
Good job, guys. Right, dude. Good job. That was good to see you, buddy.
Good work, guys.
Hey, man.
You better, Marty. They made it to the Trapper's Cache just seconds ahead of us, but it is a little bit of comfort that we're getting closer. You know, we're within seconds of these guys. We're really getting our routine down, and we're all starting to perform at a higher and higher level.
Maybe you guys first, but at least it was Alaska.
Yeah, at least it was Alaska, dude. It was great.
Nice flag. Yeah, we represented. Hey,
Dude, look at these crazy bastards.
Oh, good, kid. Almost there.
Oh, that's gotta be cool.
Watch your knees, watch your knees.
Despite their third-place finish, Jared's valiant effort has paid off for the military. They arrive at the LZ with less than 5 minutes on the clock.
Towards the end of the swim, I couldn't feel my fingers or toes. But at that point, the number one thought in my head was, finish the race.
Way to finish strong, boys. Good job. Yeah, Jared, you're an animal. Way to finish strong, guys. That's ridiculous, man.
Yeah, that water's cold.
With all the setbacks that we had, and we still lost by a marginal few minutes, hey, we played it right. We just had some bad luck. Who won?
Mountaineers. Hey, Mountaineers. Congratulations. Hey, we gave it all ours.
Welcome back, brother.
We lost this one. There's no question about it. But we're going to hit the next expedition, and we're going to give it our all. That's what we always do. There's no way we're out of this fight. Game's not over.
Yeah,
One for Alaska, man. We finally see the flag.
Having won this leg of the competition, the Mountaineers receive a bear barrel reward.
Hey, let's see what's in this bad boy.
Cheers.
Claiming their first victory, the Mountaineers trail only the military, who remain in first place. But with 7 more legs to go, every team stands a chance to win the title of Ultimate Alaskan Survivor.
We didn't win it, again. That's getting a little bit frustrating, but at least we're identifying the problems, and we're figuring out how we're going to have to operate as a team to get our win. It's coming, but we got to keep plugging away.
I like that one. That's a good finish to every Alaskan trip right there. I think so. Yeah.
Epic. Are you kidding me? Like my grandma used to say, I'd rather have a bottle in front of me than a frontal lobotomy. We're not braggers. We all know what we did. We had an adventure out here, a climbing adventure, and still won. Hey, listen.
Next up, the Swintna River Valley. 50 miles of deadly, raging whitewater rapids.